I'm told, along with my colleague Scott Wong, that House Republican lawmakers had every range of reactions, from gasping to audibly saying, "Oh my God." Some of them thought that maybe they misread something or that it wasn't real. But certainly we know now that this is President-elect Trump's pick to lead the Department of Justice. Putting aside the concerns about if this is good for a House Republican majority that is barely large enough to function, there is, I think, a pretty sizable amount of ire and, frankly, hatred of Matt Gaetz from some of his colleagues here on Capitol Hill. You have to remember there are layers to this, as there often are, and I know that you guys have talked about the ones from the legal and the Department of Justice perspective, but here on Capitol Hill, part of the reason why Gaetz doesn't boast a lot of people coming out and celebrating this is, one, because they think he won't get Senate confirmed. And I think that leads us to a whole other conversation about which of these senators is willing to be the first to stand up and say no to Trump, as most of their colleagues are talking about Trump coming back in with a mandate. The other piece of this, though, is that Gaetz is the one who orchestrated the ouster of Kevin McCarthy just about a year ago. And that's something that earned him no friends within the House Republican conference. There are some of them who are openly at this point saying that they're happy to see him leave the conference because they don't want him as a colleague anymore. But then they're also happy to watch him have a failure of a confirmation hearing because they don't think that the Senate will grant him the votes to actually get to this position.